So let's start. Hello, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. I welcome you to our webinar. First of all, I would like to thank you for coming. It's pretty good. It's great to have you here today. We are a little bit nervous. It's going to be our first webinar, and I hope we can make it useful for you.
Hi, everybody. So today we would like to join the noisy global trend of discussing AI, but in context with our company and how AI is changing our product development process. Even though we call it webinar, I think it's going to be more like a podcast, less teaching, more insights from industry players. And before we start, we need to introduce ourselves to understand who we are and what our experience and what why we expressing our opinions here. So, next slide.
Let me introduce myself first. My name is Evan. I'm an art director at nAO.Design. I'm currently on a long business trip in Hong Kong, so it's almost night over there. Yeah. I would like to say some words about our company. Yeah, we are a full cycle industrial design house. Our main focus is consumer electronic goods and IoT products, as you can see on a picture. Yeah, of course, you can check more information on our website, nAO.Design. You are welcome to check it. There are lots of design stories and many more useful information. So what do? We provide services on product development for different companies. And of course, we constantly explore new tools, opportunities to speed up the outcome for our clients and enhance quality and diversity of solutions we propose. So, but be sure industrial design is one of many things we do. And actually, is for AI, as it started to enter our day-to-day work, thanks to my friend Alex, his enthusiasm about it. Yeah, and let me introduce him. He's our digital design director, Alex Juravel. He's in Serbia right now. Yeah, and he's very excited about AI. Right now, he will tell us about.
But before my excitement about AI, I would like to tell a couple of words about what I'm responsible and my team responsible for in our company. So we are made research and design strategy for different brands and for products that we made, as well as naming, branding, package design, and user interface design for them. And yeah, I think we could the little intro about us and our company is over. So just right now, I want to mention one thing that we're gonna want to split the discussion into several parts of this webinar. And the first of all, we would like to discuss how our development changed using with AI. Yeah, and I want to mention that our webinar will go around 1 hour or so. And I want to ask you one question. So could you please tell what's going on in industrial design team right now and how you integrate or don't AI in your process?
Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Alex. Yeah. Before telling about integration, I would like to start with a typical pipeline of our work process. Here, you can see major milestones almost every project goes through, as it by today. We predict it can be drastically changed by upcoming AI tools. And within our company, we have several departments, as you may know, like industrial design, marketing, mechanical and hardware engineers, love those guys, and many more. So a cross-functional team begins its journey and meets together with these designers on our first stage, idea. It's a starting point, and actually we can sum up the whole role of idea, research, proof of concept. This is the first stage. And during this stage, industrial designers use a lot of sketching, 3D modeling, rendering tools to share their ideas among the team. So it's crucial to make as many ideas as possible. Yeah. To find the best solution for the project or for the client. So time is a major factor here. However, besides the time to make a decent sketch, you need a lot of time. And on this stage, there is a combination of two elements. It's time and quality. And right now, let's check how AI is changing this equation of time versus quality. And right now, I will show you a few examples of it. Some of them are ours, some of them created by famous designers. So let's go to the next slide, please. Yeah, here's the work of Daniel Simon. He's well known for making designs for Hollywood movies, maybe Tron, Oblivion. You may have heard about it and or even seen them in the movies. Yeah, I'm sure you have. And on the left, you can see his famous book, Cosmic Mortars. I think it was issued in 2012, 2005, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 2005. And this book is full of stunning conceptual design work. It's full of futuristic spaceships and cars. And before AI tools, designers used hand sketching, then made models and renderings. And this, it took weeks and months to make this kind of rendering. As you can see on the left side of the image, it's like as it was before. Next slide, please. Yeah. And here are images made using the Midjourney. As Daniel said, it took him several seconds to come up with cars shown in the right images. If you don't look at the details, the quality of rendering is almost identical, and it's fascinating. It's really, really fascinating. Please observe like the quality, compare these images one to each other. Let's go to the next. Yeah. And here, I would like to highlight several additional examples in this, as we're talking about concept development stage. So basically, using AI tools, we can create different types of objects. As for this motorcycle, it was also made by Daniel for some kind of TV show, like alternative history, like what a hypothetical brand would have been if it had existed. It's a very common thing in Popular Mechanics magazine. So, but the actual bike is a combination of two real bikes, Bimota and Honda, these two models. And the AI made this high realistic image, which almost as a real bike. And let's take a look at the right-hand side of the image down below. Take a look at the sneakers. They were also made by the Midjourney. So if you look at the shape, and right now it's possible to combine completely different objects into one piece. And it's possible to make it momentarily, seconds. And I must say that it comes with new forms, new surfaces, and shapes. They are pretty fresh, unique, and not every designer can come up with these ideas without AI. Another powerful example of this computer technology is stable diffusion. You may have heard about it. I'm pretty sure you have. It's also a program like the Midjourney, and the girl was made entirely by AI system. You can see some stages that were made changing this image. And talking about this girl and photo shooting, if earlier I want to make this kind of photo, I mean, for my project or for some assets to put for presentation. So I had to find it first a proper model, a perfect weather, and a place for photo shooting. Yeah, so it's it's a long work and a lot of money, a lot of time, labor put into this. But now I can put a correct prompt with these entries, and the result be the same or even better. Take a look at the picture. I can choose a city, a street, a place, time of the day, and even the color of her shirt. And I can change it within seconds instead of days. So this is a game changer. And these tools, they are incredibly powerful if we are talking about Midjourney and Stable Diffusion. However, if we talk about design in general, industrial design, we are only at the beginning right now. Let's skip to the next slide, please. Yeah, now let's jump from someone's work to our stuff made by nAO.Design. Uh, Here you can see some images that were generated by our team. This is from the real project, ongoing project. I can't tell you everything about it because it's under non-disclosure agreement. Let's put it this way. Basically, it's some kind of wearable device on your wrist. It's not a watch, but it's very close to it, close to ordinary watch with some special, unique features. And from the right hand side, you can see the process the designers made, putting the different commands and changing this model. And take a look at these details from the left. I'm amazed. These tiny screws, bolts, chamfers, parting lines, they are incredible. And this image was made by seconds. Take a look at the human hand. This level of visualization, the shadows, it would have taken me days to make it. Right now, as a team, we can make it in minutes. And we can play with forms, with surfaces, with colors, and it's endless. It's like the game which has doesn't have an end. So it's incredibly fascinating, incredibly interesting. Our designers are super stoked by it. Yeah, but right now we are using it as a sketch tool, and so besides sketching as industrial designers, we do 3D models a lot. We call it CAD. So it stands for computer aided designs. And so you may ask, is there any influence AI on 3D area? Yeah, as you can see, it is. Yeah, certainly upcoming technologies, they have a huge influence everywhere. Engineering, production, and on the left bottom image, you can see two mechanical parts. One of them is made with traditional technologies like die casting, CNC, this kind of stuff. Another is made with generative tools, with AI. So the generated part, it is lighter, more rigid. As you can see, it has less material and it's more durable, and so on. So as a computer made a new form for us, we can ask ourselves, how can we produce it? And here comes another new technology. It's called SLM, which means selective laser melting. In other words, it's a simple 3D printer that can make metal parts. Yeah. And as soon as this technology is effective, will be effective in how high volume production, it will open up new possibilities in designing complex forms and shapes. It will be objects that we have never seen before. It will be a completely new structure, like a tree made from metal. There will be endless opportunities shortly. Yeah. Okay. Right now, we were talking about physical objects. Now, let's talk about digital products. And I would like to pass the mic to my colleague and friend, Alex.
Thank
Alex,
you.
what's your view on AI technologies at the moment?
Yeah, I'm listening to you, and I like to point out that AI we are talking about right now is not the AI that scares people in movies or sci-fi books about the future. Artificial, it's more like artificial narrow intelligence, AI systems that are designed to perform specific tasks with narrow capabilities. Besides that, it could be pretty scary to realize that some sort of software or tool could could make your job, your task so quickly and with I would say it's a lot of mistakes and pros and cons, but still it's amazing. And in our team, in digital design team, we like this concept of treating AI as intern rather than piece of software. It can be seen like we see it like a free intern that works super fast, sometimes lies to us to make us happy and hiding something. I don't know. It's very strange results sometimes. And the key is to understand how to best use it, how we can implement in any aspect of our process these tools. So let's take a look at specific use cases. Next slide, please. Yeah. So here, this example is a part as well of our research that we made for air quality monitoring screen. So, and how it might look like. They all look nice, but in reality, it's not feasible, of course. It's just a pretty image, like you just, okay, this is really impressive, but it's not meet the requirements of user experience, for example. But it is a good starting point and opportunity to quickly validate some ideas and thoughts that we generate in our team. And it's fun to make, actually. Yeah, it's fun to make. Next slide, please. Yeah, and by specifying the parameters of the future device, such as screen size, technology of the screen, colors, and data that we will display on these screens, we can quickly visualize and understand what would be best for this device in the end result. Yeah, next slide. And in this example, I wanted just to show you the range of options that, particularly this are made by Midjourney, and it was only a 3-word prompt. It's API, application programming interface, and I made it maximum variety to make Midjourney. And just to look of this vector style infographic and high-res 3D visualization and photorealistic fonts with some graphics on it, even cartoonish robot, which, you know, it just makes you think about what you would like to achieve from different perspectives. And this is so amazing. Yeah. Next slide, please. And despite that AI we are using right now is the worst version and least capable of, it evolves every day. My advice is including your AI in every aspect of your job to see what's happened, how it can improve, automate your workflow. And my current attitude towards AI is that I'm very inspired by the results that come from AI generative, all these generative tools actually, not only visual. And that it's just great, I think, because one of the biggest advantages of this is that instead of looking for inspiration, we can create it using AI. So, yeah, and there's a question, Ivan, tell me, I know that from an industrial design perspective, not all is well with the use of AI. What are the challenges you're facing in your workflow, integrating workflow?
Yeah. As for industrial design, we do products for physical world, and the physical world is not perfect. And as some famous person said, design, it's not how it looks, it how it works. It was Steve Jobs. Maybe you also have heard about him. I'm sure you do. So yeah, to illustrate like this connection between real world and digital world. I'd like to show this advertisement on a building. Of course, Chat GPT won't is not be able to finish this building, but in upcoming future, maybe 10 years, who knows, it will be. And let's talk about like physical world architecture, and AI is invading and disrupting industries everywhere. So the architecture is one of them, and one of the image I found just incredible. Take a look at this transformation. This piece of paper, which almost goes to trash, and a designer made a photo and put it into AI machine, and it made incredible building, some kind of for maybe some Doha. It can be probably built there, and look at the detailization, as I said, and as I know, to make it for an architect must build the model, put the same steps into his work, like sketching, model, and rendering. And right now, you can see everything can be an inspiration using this AI tool. But yeah, every time there is a but. Uh, Talking about physical objects in real world, every object has its restriction. Either it's production restriction or any type safety. There are lots of them. And let's skip to the next slide. Yeah. So every real object has special criteria to produce it, and any object must comply with government regulations, this production regulation. As I said, it can be safety or durability, reliability, and the product must be manufacturable, and it must comply with drop tests, must be with a good quality. So at this moment, AI cannot make it. So if you look at this image, it's like a blow scheme of some kind of speaker with small details, and non-familiar person, like, it can think that it's a real disassembled piece, but actually it's not. If you look at the details, it's the PCBA is almost correct, but a mechanical hardware engineer would tell you it's rubbish. And but AI is getting images better and better almost every time you do it in a Midjourney. So putting this together, all the restrictions, at this moment, we are far away from the objects made fully by AI, but yet we are getting closer day by day. And we use every software company is at the rush right now. They compete to each other to implement AI tools in your phone, in Photoshop, and SolidWorks Blender actually uses stable diffusion to make a 3D from an image. And this is going to be second major step in AI technology, to take a sketch and make it exact 3D model with the proper surfacing, like a solid surface, closed surface, and that you can print it, then manufacture it, and so on and so forth. Yeah, and talking about software, let's skip to the next slide, please. Yeah. It is also made by our team, this search for shape it's for a speaker, and you can see step by step how it changes and goes to a bowl looking form. And actually, it's a joke. If you take a closer look at the context menu of Photoshop, it's a dream button of every designer. Make it beautiful. And as for the future, I predict it will be just buttons to make image model printed on a 3D printer, develop full mechanical design, then build marketing strategy, find an ODM, and put it into production. And even ask the customers for their feedback and so on. And using, of course, AI tools. And
yeah, we discussed previously that it would be not a button, but I think just a voice command. I want something, and everybody became entrepreneurs right now.
Yeah. Pressing a button is too hard. Just say it out loud, and your voice assistant will make it for you, and then your personal robot will bring you to your home. Yeah. Let's move forward. Let's skip to the next slide, please. Yeah. So let's go back to our pipeline, and as you have seen right now, AI is already applied on our first stage, on the concept development. And yeah, AI is at that stage right now. We use it almost every day for different variety of tasks. It saves us a lot of time, and I think we have competitive advantages amongst others who doesn't use it. And but if we take a wider look at this chart, AI is invading different areas of production pipeline. Let's take a look at the research. For example, one of our designers used ChatGPT extensively to ask it about what is our main target user, what does he look like, who is he, what like potential client portrait. And ChatGPT gave a decent answer with full information that is viable to put it into next stages and to trust on it, to build strategy on it, and we can rely on this information. And talking about AI tools, let's have a look at the patents. For example, patent search. It can also be automated by AI to search other inventions and to save time. Is there any reason to produce this device or not? Maybe some special mechanism or some fixture, I don't know. So you can ask AI to do it right now, and it can find options for you. And as I said before, engineering, AI is already there. Generative design for structures, for pillars, for AI, for drones, flying machines, and step by step, it's invading. Talking about mass production, for example, quality control, using AI vision, it's possible to make control of parts, gaps, any intolerances much faster. And as I can say, the world in the upcoming future will not be the same anymore. We are living at a unique moment. I'm pretty sure everything is changing so fast. The program, the tools you used before are not necessary anymore. And if you don't use AI, you are not competitive. Yeah, let's move forward, please. Yeah, and yeah, let's skip to a discussion. Um, I would like to ask Alex, what's your thoughts on AI? How a designer and AI will work together? What do you think?
Thank you. So, yeah, switching the mic. So, I think, of course, it will be automation. AI can handle a lot of repetitive and boring tasks. So, designers can focus on more creative stuff. It's good part. It's predictive design. It's about prediction. Designers could, as you mentioned, predict user behavior and just look closely to preferences of user and made more accurate decisions. It's about personalization because all AI algorithms can help designers create very personalized experience for users. It's sustainability, of course, because AI can help designers to choose materials and technology that affect environmental impact less than it do it right now today. Yeah, I think pretty much this way, What do you think?
I think it will be a game changer for sure, and we can make things much faster. And yeah, as I know, in your team, not everyone is excited about design. Some of your teammates are afraid of it. And I have a question for you. Would you fire a person who doesn't use AI? For talking about me, I will not. But what about you?
Oh, it's a hard question because, when we start AI journey, I thought it's just a tool to play. And now we just use it in everyday process and it's become must-have tool. And yeah, we have teammate that he just complain about AI and how it's fake and all this stuff. But we just compare, He will draw some illustration. He made it. He just 2 days. I don't know. And AI made similar illustration. It's the same task, but 2 days and 35 minutes. So from now,
Okay, so he's not.
he now
He's out of the team.
no. He using AI and integrate. Just the influence of this is so big and so easy to use. To you, it's obvious for you to understand what benefits of it. And I don't think any designers will just back up from AI tools. I think everyone will adopt this, just like, when Photoshop came in, or Cut, or Keyshot, there was hand drawing lines of everything, and all these engineers said, "Oh, it's not real, it's fake, it's evolution."
Yeah, okay, but what about your team? Do they afraid of Mid-Journey, or because talking about my team, the guys,
Yeah,
I
I
think
know they're afraid.
they,
I
yeah,
see
they're really
the,
afraid because they don't understand the power, and
yeah.
when you don't understand it, you start afraid. It's like an animal. It's like a bear in a woods. Like woo, it
Yeah,
has jumped on you with its features, and I don't know what to do. So yeah,
yeah, of course. First impression was like this. Yeah, what? It will destroy my career. It will, I don't know, take my money. I will be homeless.
yeah,
But not right now. We just evolve and realize that we can make much more with these tools. Yeah,
yeah.
it's
Okay.
amazing. Yeah.
What's your favorite tool by far? I know you've been
It's
using
combi
a lot of them.
Yeah, we'll use a combination. It's always combination of AI tools. Midjourney, of course, Chat GPT, of course, all kind of vectorizers or upscale services.
Upscale is amazing. It's
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah. Pretty much that's the main one. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's go to the next slide. Let's just sum up our thoughts. I can, yeah, I can share my vision, I would say, on this AI technology. To be honest, my teammates, they are extremely against it. They just like, it's rubbish. I cannot make what I want. Some of them. There are people. I think every in every team there is a guy who doesn't like it. But I share to them uh, my vision and try to ensure them that's relax, guys. Nobody's gonna fire you. And I show them the like example, like a calculator, like a simple calculator. When it came, it didn't kill the maths. So it just made calculations more easily, and the math is still exists. And now, using a calculator, we can make amazing things. And can you imagine, like, whole NASA program had less computational power than one phone right now. So, from my perspective, using AI, we in the upcoming future we can make unbelievable things that we would we will never imagine about. Like I can think of it because it's somewhere out there. So it's out of my imagination. And one more thing I would like to highlight is that in every design process, as you mentioned in digital design, as you said, it's not about how it looks, it's about how it works. So it's not about what, it's like not about how beautiful your watches are, how beautiful your interface is. It's about why your interface is like that. Why do you put this comment here? Why do you put this window like this? uh, Steps of windows on your phone. Why? And when a person has these answers for why, then it's in a driving wheel of this AI racing car. So a person will still drive this vehicle, I would think. Yeah. Let's sum up. What about you?
Actually, we have a question from our Q&A chat, and I would like to answer it. When you generate those concepts, what do you use it for the most? For example, you create concept for a smartwatch in a certain way with the unique prompts. When what elements of the image can you use for a real concept? What do you use for a real concept? I have a story about this because I know it's from your team. It's about your team. So your guys just we have
Okay. I hope it's
client
not
who needs,
embarrassing story.
it's not embarrassing story, yeah, but a client who needs box, white box or some kind of box, and we industrial designers to try to combine this idea with Japanese robotic super stylish way and without any AI. I don't know how many days or weeks it was doing, and the result was pretty good. Yeah, yeah. And our creative director just tell us, what if we just combine this? Look how AI will manage this task. And the result was, first of all, it was much more variety, and the element, one small, like piece of element that generated by AI, your guys took and implemented in real product. Yeah, it's very I think it was so excited. It's exciting. Yeah. Do you have something to add?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, of course. Yeah, actually, for development stage, we do not show it to a client because I must say, a level of your experience is like more experience you are, more realistic your initial concept is. So when we show for a client a concept, we 100% sure that every detail is for its own place. It has its own reason. It's manufacturable, so we can produce it. So and there are no unmanageable tasks and unproducible things. So if you show like a ChatGPT image, it's pretty far away from it. But as a designers, we can understand it. We can understand where to go to make it feasible. But uh, yeah, a client he would not understand it. He would say, "Make it like that," and then he would ask, "Why is it impossible to make?" So yeah. Actually, if you have any other questions, please ask. We would like to answer it. Yeah. So one more thing I would like to sum up is like adapt or die. I really like this thing. I think it's the basic principle of evolution. We are a human species, and every biological creature that uh, didn't adapt, it's dead right now. So evolution is a key factor right now. On the digital area, we must adapt new things, technologies very fast. It's not like building a house. I would say a human work. It's the competition is very high here. Okay, we have another question. Did you calculate how much time you save in your idea stage with AI? Easily, days, days and weeks, days and weeks. It's for weeks right now. So a lot of work for sketches. It goes to your table, so you don't show it to anyone outside the team, but inside the team, I mean, the period of producing the project is about the same, but the intensity, the uh, quantity of quantity of ideas is maybe 10 or 100 times more according to like days before AI. I would say it like that. Alex, can you comment on that?
Yeah, I just want to add to this that right now I see a lot of different industries being disrupted by the current technologies, AI technologies. But actually, we should train AI to replace us in the way we will by feeding all content we generate and all content that make us special. We can train this robot to accomplish so much more interesting, very exciting projects, and to feel free your time to be more creative and think about bigger things. And then we just can handle bigger things. AI will not replace us, and the person who use AI will replace us if we don't.
What do you think? Yeah, what do you think? Let me ask you. Sorry for interruption. What do you think about new designers? Will be a new like iconic design, like legendary designers like Dieter Rams, or will be there just AI? Oh, this was made by Midjourney.
It was,
Or what do
yeah,
you
I
think?
understand. Yeah, it's about AI will democratize. I don't know how to say it. Will vanish all the borders between person who study architectural or industrial design for 5 years and the person who use chat gpt with midjourney for 1 year or few months. It will vanish all the borders eventually, but not right now. Of course, right now we are in the safe place, but in future AI will be capable to make these technical decisions to avoid all possible issues. So adaptability, curiosity, and lifelong learning are the most valuable skills for future success for all of us. And if future designers will follow these rules, yeah, everything we will be good.
Yeah. Personally, I think there will be a guy, just like a first guy, who will implement it so perfectly, and make like a production product to the market. And
But next to you,
he will
next to him
be
will
a
be the
legend.
next
He will be in the
person.
books.
But next day it will be 10 guys with the same design or similar design. You know what I
Huh.
mean? It's
Yeah.
very hard. You know, if you did RAMs, you make radio or watch, and you give it a time to, you know, perfect shape, perfect combination of colors and materials, and boom, boom, boom. What? Yeah.
Yeah.
So, do you have anything to add?
Yeah, it's a massive topic.
Yeah,
um,
but we try to make it short. So I think it is perfect ending for our webinar. What do you think?
yeah, yeah. I think let's meet um, in I don't know 2 years. Let's make another webinar and have a look. I'm pretty
Yeah, we.
sure it's gonna be different, different. Yeah.
I think it's going to be different
Uh,
in 6 months.
in 6 months. Yeah.
Yeah, so we plan to
Yeah.
continue
That's
the webinars and share our thoughts and experience with you guys. Thank you, thank you. I think that's all for today. We want to thank you for being with us, and we hope that we was able to inspire you to use AI and implement it in your workflow.
yeah. If you have any questions according to AI product development, please there is a email address info@nAO.Design. Please ask any questions, drop us a line, whatever you want about your mood, about maybe your crazy idea of how we can use AI. So please check our website nAO.Design. Yeah, you're always welcome. Thanks for your time, guys.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much.
See you later in our upcoming webinars. Bye, Alex.
Bye, Ivan.